Hello, I'm Randy Elliott, the minister here at Sunny Hills, and I want to welcome you to our humble abode. We are blessed that you chose to spend your evening with us. You know, everywhere we look, it seems like God has messages for us, if our ears are tuned to hear them. And so tonight we want to take you on a musical journey using 7 modern musicals. And we believe in these musicals there are messages, godly messages to hear. And that's why this presentation is called The Sound of Musicals. We've enlisted the help of our church family from age 4 to 77, and they'll be performing 2 to 4 songs from each of these musicals. We begin our night with Moana. Now, most of us have probably seen Moana, especially if we have children or grandchildren. But did you know that Moana was actually based on real history? Not the Maui demigod part, but the exploration and settlement of the Pacific Islands. About 4,000 years ago, around the time of Abraham, the Polynesian people set out to explore the Pacific Islands, and they settled a few of them, but then they quit, and we don't know why. And after a while, they started back up again, and we don't know why. But then, this time, they made it to just about all of the far-flung Pacific Islands. Now, we don't know if there was a girl named Moana, but it sure seems like there was a time when the Polynesian people forgot who they were as explorers. But then they remembered again, and they got back to being who they were meant to be. As Christians, we were actually humans. We were made in God's image, made to be God's presence, His love on the earth. And it's possible sometimes we can forget that, can't we? And so let Moana remind us to remember who we are and be about what we've been called to do.
For our people.
I want to help.
You should. You should always use your gifts to help others.
I've been staring at the edge of the water, long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line with the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See its light as it shines on the sea, and it's blinding. No one knows how deep it flows, and it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line with the sky meets the sea, it calls me. No one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go.
Okay. I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness and it's strange. You don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that humans never change. Open your eyes, let's begin. Yes, it's really me, it's Maui. Breathe it in. I know it's a lot, the hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod, what can I say except you're welcome for the sun, the moon, the sky. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just an ordinary demiguy who has two thumbs and pull up the sky. When you were waddling yay high, this guy, when the nights got cold, who stole you far from down below. You're looking at him, yo! Oh, also I lassoed the sun. You're welcome. Stretch your days and bring you fun. Also I harnessed the breeze. You're welcome to fill your sails and shake your trees. What can I say except you're welcome for the islands I pulled from the sea. There's no need to pray, it's okay, you're welcome. I guess that's just my way of being me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, come to think of it, kid, honestly, I could go on and on. I could explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the earth, the ground. That was Maui just messing around. I killed an eel, I buried his guts. Sprouted a tree, now you got coconuts. What's the message? What is the takeaway? Don't mess with Maui when he's on a breakaway. And the tapestry here on my skin, here's a map of the victories I win. Look where I've been, I make everything happen. Now look at that mean Minnie Mouse. Skippity-tappity. Tap, tap, tap. Hey! What can I say except you're welcome. For the wonderful world you know. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, come to think of it, I gotta go. Hey, it's okay today. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cause I'm gonna need that boat. Sailing away, away. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cause now we can't do anything but float. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you.
Till not your forlorn var vi nå den jo som I tille jo mig nu var lille toppen op en olo topa away nu kui kua te manu lele etakie away Somalia, Naeko Hakilia, we read the wind and the sky when the sun is high. We sail the length of the sea on the ocean breeze. At night we name every star. We know where we are. We know who we are, who we are. Oh, away, away. We set a course to find a brand new island everywhere we roam. Away, away, we keep our islands in our minds. So when it's time to find home, we know the way. Away, away, we are explorers reading every sign. We tell the stories of our elders in a never-ending chain. Away, away, Tefelu Tamalie. Naeko Hakilia, Naeko the way.
Wow, I love that Polynesian dance. And I think that was the real Maui that showed up. Our next musical is The Man of La Mancha. Now, this musical is based on a story that's believed to be the oldest novel in Western literature. The name of that is El Ingenioso Hidalgo Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's a long name. And it was written by Miguel de Cervantes released in two parts, one in 1605 and the other in 1615. And when the musical was released in 1965, it won Best Musical of the Year and 5 Tony Awards. Now, Don Quixote can be a little eccentric, to be sure. He thought the world of his day, like some of us might think the world of our day, isn't all it could be. He believed if he could bring back the bygone days of chivalry, that virtue could be restored. And so he put on his grandfather's old suit of armor and set off on a quest to change the world. He committed himself to treat people with kindness and respect. Now, you have to be a little eccentric to think you can get along in our world like that. At least the people in Don Quixote's day thought that of him. In our short presentation, we'll see how Don Quixote's kindness and concern for a downtrodden woman lifts her up and changes her forever.
Welcome to Montoya's. Prepare to dine. How can I help you today?
I am Don Quixote, Lord of La Mancha, and I am on a quest.
What quest?
It is the duty, no, privilege of every true knight to reach beyond his grasp and to go where few have dared to go before, with the help of God, to make this world a better place.
As you wish. I have a table for you right here.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. Sweet God, I am not worthy to look upon such beauty. Sweet lady, please tell me thy name.
My name is Aldonza.
But that is impossible. That is the name of a common tavern maid. You must be jesting.
No.
I know thee. You are Dulcinea. O sweet sovereign of my captive heart, I shall not fail thee, for I know. I have dreamed thee too long, never seen thee or touched thee, but known thee with all of my heart. Half a prayer, half a song, thou hast always been with me, though we have been always apart. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I see heaven when I see thee, Dulcinea, and thy name is like a prayer an angel whispers. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, if I reach out to thee, do not tremble and shrink from the touch of my hand on thy hair. Let my fingers but see thou art warm and alive, and no phantom to fade in the air. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I have sought thee, sung thee, dreamed thee, Dulcinea. Now I found thee, and the world shall know thy glory, Dulcinea, Dulcinea.
Gotta see. Come on back. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Dulcinea, I see heaven when I see thee, Dulcinea, and thy name is like a prayer an angel whispered. Dulcinea, 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 Dulcinea. I have sought thee, sung thee, dreamed thee, Dulcinea. Now I found thee, and the world shall know thy glory, Dulcinea, Dulcinea.
Yes, Padre, my uncle is the laughingstock of the entire neighborhood, despite all of the humiliation he's brought down upon our heads. I'm only thinking of him. I'm only thinking of him. Whatever I may do or say, I'm only thinking of him. In my body, it's well known, there is not one selfish bone. I'm only thinking and worrying about him. I've been told he's chasing dragons, and I fear it may be true. If my groom should hear about this, heaven knows what he will do. Oh, I dearly love my uncle, but for what he's done to me, I would like to take and lock him up and throw away the key. But if I do, there is one thing that I swear will still be true. I'm only thinking of him.
My dear.
I'm only
of
thinking
course
of
you are,
him.
my dear.
I'm only
I
thinking
understand.
I'm only thinking of him. I'm only thinking of him. Whatever I may do or say, I'm only thinking of him. In the very heart of me, there is Christian charity. I'm only thinking and worrying about him. Oh, I think he's been too lonely, living years without a spouse. So when he returns, I fear there may be trouble in the house. For they say he seeks a lady who his own true love shall be. God forbid that in his madness he would ever think he'd stay. If he should try, I'll surely die, and I shall grimly guard my honor as I cry.
I know, my dear. Of course you are, my dear. I understand.
Woo!
thinking of him. They're only thinking of him. How saintly is their plaintive plea. They're only thinking of him. What a comfort to be sure that their motives are so pure as they go thinking and worrying about him.
Well, I think we all need to join Don Quixote on that quest. It's a good one. One of the biggest challenges we face is making a commitment and then sticking to it for the long run. We usually find that out around New Year's resolution time. But in this musical, Miss Saigon, causes us to think about this issue. The musical is actually a clone of the Puccini opera, Madame Butterfly. And Miss Saigon was inspired by a photograph of a Vietnamese mother giving up her child to an American father. The love of the mother is contrasted with that of the father, who does take an interest in the child, but in the end really doesn't commit to the mother who bore the child. And so the story follows the American soldier Chris, who falls in love with this Vietnamese orphan girl named Kim. And when the tough times hit, Chris doesn't fight to find Kim. And when she fights to find Chris, she finds out he's not going to be there for her. And as Christians, we should be reminded that we're to be steadfast in our love. Proverbs says, "Let not steadfast love forsake you. Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck and write them on the tablet of your heart."
You are sunlight and I moon, joined by the gods of fortune, midnight and high noon, sharing the sky. We have been blessed, you and I.
You are here like a mystery. I'm from a world that's so different from all that you are. How in the light of one night did we come so far?
Outside, day starts to dawn.
Your moon still floats on high.
The birds awake,
The stars shine too.
my hands still shake,
I reach for you.
and we meet in the sky. Last night I watched him sleeping, my body close to him. And then he started speaking. The name I heard him speak was Kim. Yes, I know that this was years ago, but when moonlight fills my room, I know you are here still. I still believe you will return. I know you will. My heart against all odds hold still, yes, still. I still believe. I know as long as I can keep believing, I live. Love cannot die. You will return. You will return. And I alone know why.
Last night I watched you sleeping. Once more the nightmare came. I heard you cry out something, a word that sounded like a name. And it hurts me more than I can bear, knowing part of you I'll never share, never know. But still, I still believe the time will come when nothing keeps us apart. My heart forevermore holds still. It's all over me here, there's nothing to fear. Grace what's haunting you. Won't you let me inside? Would you so want to hide? I need you to.
Oh,
We'll hold you all night and we'll make it all right.
I still believe. I know.
I wish you would tell, but you don't want to
as long as I can
tell.
keep believing,
What your help must
I
be.
live. You will return.
Right now,
And I know why.
I'm your wife now.
I'm yours until we die. I don't want this. I didn't come here to meet a girl who loves my husband. I came here to help, but what do I do? Now after this, what do I do? It's alright. It's alright when you just imagine there's no face, she's not real, and you can tell yourself it's all okay, but she's here,
And my heart cries, this isn't happening. But the truth is cold and real, and I know this storm won't go away. Now that I've seen her, there's no way to hide. She's not some fling from long ago. Now that I've seen her, I know I lied, and I think it was better when I didn't know. In her eyes, in her voice, in the heat that filled the air, part of him still lingers there. I know what pain her life today must be, but if it all comes down to her or me, I don't care. I swear I'll fight. Now that I've seen her, she's more than a name. I don't hate this girl, even so. Now that I've seen her, I can't stay the same. Who's the man that I always trusted? Now I have to know.
Oh, that Miss Saigon just pulls on my heartstrings. It's so sad. Well, now we're turning to Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. This musical was originally written as a school play. Imagine how cool it is to have Andrew Lloyd Webber as your dad. But he wrote it for his son, and threw myself off. Anyway, the story follows the story of Joseph, one of the most beloved Bible stories we tell to our children, and Joseph's faithfulness, because Joseph is treated terribly by family and friends and even employers, and ends up in prison. And through all of that, he remains faithful to God. He keeps putting his trust in the promises of God. And eventually, when God brings Joseph from being a prisoner to being regent over all Egypt, second only to Pharaoh, Joseph sees that his faith was right, that God was faithful to keep his promises to Joseph, even through the toughest times. And we can learn from Joseph that God is faithful even when we're going through tough times. And so we can put our faith in God as well.
Close every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all my windows and shut out the light. Do what you want with me, hate me and laugh at me. Darken my daytime and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close close every door to me. Keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for I know I shall find my own peace of mind, for I have been promised a land of my own.
Close every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all the windows and shut out the light. La 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 la
Just give me a number instead of my name. Forget all about me and let me decay. I do not matter, I'm only one person. Destroy me completely, then throw me away. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for we know we shall find our own peace of mind, for we have been promised a land of our own.
Joseph's luck was really out, his spirit and his fortune low. Alone he sat, alone he thought of happy times he used to know.
Hey, dreamer, don't be so upset.
Hey, Joseph, you're not beaten yet. Go, go, go,
Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on there, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Don't give up, Joseph, fight till you drop. We read the book, and you'll come out on top.
Now into Joseph's prison cell were flung two very frightened men.
We don't think that we will ever see the light of day again. Hey, Joseph, help us if you can. We've had dreams that we don't understand.
Both in with servants of Pharaoh the king, both in the doghouse were doing their thing.
One was a baker, a cook in his prime. One was a butler, the thieves of his time.
Tell me of your dreams, my friends, and I will tell you what they show. Though I cannot guarantee to get it right, I'll have a go.
First the big butler trembling took the floor. Nervously he spoke of what he saw.
There I was standing in front of a vine. I picked some grapes and I crushed them to wine. I gave them to Pharaoh, who drank from my cup. I tried to interpret, but I had to give up.
You will soon be free, my friends, so do not worry anymore. The king will let you out of here. You'll buttle as you did before.
Next, the baker rose to tell his dream, hoping it would have a similar theme.
There I was standing with baskets of bread. High in the sky I saw birds overhead who flew to my basket and ate every slice. Give me the message, like his would be nice. Sad to say, your dream is not the kind of dream I like to get. Pharaoh has it in for you, your execution date is set. Don't rely on all I said I saw. It's just that I have not been wrong before.
If you know what they say, hang on the Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time. Go, go, go Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on the Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go! Go, 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 Joseph, you know what we say. Hang on, now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la, Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on, now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la, Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time.
Ahead of your time.
Ahead of my 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 time. I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. But a dream will do. I wore my coat, with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, and the world was waking, but a dream will do. A clash of drums,
A flash of light.
my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness. I was left alone. return to the beginning. The light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating, but a dream will do. Still hesitating, but a dream will do. May I return to the beginning. The light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating, but a dream will do. Give me my colored coat, my amazing colored coat. Give me my colored coat, my amazing colored coat.
Alexander Hamilton, of course, was one of the founding fathers of our country and was a main player in the writing of our U.S. Constitution and the establishment of our U.S. banking system. He was a pretty great guy, but he wasn't perfect, and he had his flaws. He was unfaithful to his wife. He could be a difficult man to get along with, and because of his lifestyle and choices, ultimately his son died in a duel. His oldest son died in a duel defending his honor, or his father. And then Alexander dies in his own duel at 48. And there are probably a lot of lessons we could learn from the life of Alexander Hamilton. But tonight we want to focus on his relationship with his wife. Now, he didn't treat her as he ought to have, but in the end, she accepted him and she forgave him. The last letter that Alexander Hamilton wrote was to his wife Eliza. And it's short, so I'd like to read it to you. This letter, my very dear Eliza, will not be delivered to you unless I shall first have terminated my earthly career, to begin, as I humbly hope from a redeeming grace and divine mercy, a happy immortality. If it had been possible for me to have avoided the interview, my love for you and my precious children would have been alone a decisive motive. But it was not possible. Without sacrifices which would have rendered me unworthy of your esteem, I need not tell you of the pangs I feel from the idea of quitting you and exposing you to the anguish which I know you would feel. Nor could I dwell on the topic, lest it should unman me. The consolations of religion, my beloved, can alone support you, and these you have a right to enjoy. Fly to the bosom of your God and be comforted. With my last idea, I shall cherish the sweet hope of meeting you in a better world. Adieu, best of wives and best of women. Embrace all my darling children for me. Ever yours, A.H.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Now, everyone, give it up for the maid of honor, Angelica Schuyler.
A toast to the groom.
To the groom, to the groom, to the groom.
To the bride.
To the bride.
To the bride.
To the bride.
From your sister.
Angelica.
Who is always by your side. To your union. and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never been the same, intelligent eyes and a hunger-paying frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. So my heart aflame, every part aflame, this is not a game.
Strike me as a woman who has never been satisfied.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean, you forget yourself.
You're like me, I'm never satisfied.
Is that right?
I've never been satisfied.
My name is Angelica Schuyler.
Alexander Hamilton.
Where's your family from?
Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait.
So this is what it feels like to match with someone at your level. What the hell is the catch? It's the feeling of freedom, of seeing the light. It's Ben Franklin with the key and the kite. You see it, right? The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's a dream and it's a bit of a dance. It's a bit of a posture, it's a bit of a stance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'ma give it a chance. I asked about his family, did you see his answer? His hand started shaking and he looked askance. He's penniless, he's flying by the seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz and he can't even grow it. I wanna take him far away from this place. Then I turn to see my sister's face and she is helpless. And I know she is helpless. And her eyes are just helpless. And I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time.
Where are you taking me?
I'm about to change your life.
By all means, lead the way.
I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has the social climb for us. 'Cause I'm the oldest and the wittiest, and the gossip in New York City is insidious. And Alexander is penniless. Oh, that doesn't mean I want him any less.
Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Schuyler.
My sister. He's after me because I'm a Schuyler sister. That elevates it that aside. I have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza, and now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica, he was right. You will never be satisfied.
Thank you for your service.
It takes fighting a war for us to meet. It will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say she's fine. She'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes. His eye romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom. To the groom. To the groom. To the groom. To the bride. To the bride. To the bride. To the bride. From your sister, who is always by your side. To your union. And the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied. And I know she'll be happy I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter arrive? She said, be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign of when you were mine. The world seemed to burn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you've ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she learned what you'd done? She said, you have married an Icarus. He has flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph how they perceive you. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You've torn the world apart, and I'm watching it burn. I'm watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit all rights to my heart. You forfeit a place in our bed. You'll sleep in your office instead. I'm burning the memories when you were mine. I hope that you There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable.
Spend hours in the garden. I walk alone to the store, and it's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I'd take the children to church on Sunday, a sign of the cross at the door, and I pray. That never used to happen before.
If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity.
Philip, you would like it uptown. It's quiet uptown.
He is working through the unimaginable.
His hair is gone gray. He passes every day. They say he walks the length of the city.
You knock me out, I fall apart.
Can you imagine?
Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out, that would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time. But I'm not afraid. I know who I married. Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough.
If you see him in the street, walking by her side, talking by her side, have pity.
Eliza, do you like it uptown? It's quiet uptown.
He is trying to do the unimaginable.
Seen them walking in the park,
Long after dark, taking in the sights of the city.
Look around, Eliza.
They are trying to do the unimaginable.
There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They are standing in the garden. Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown.
Forgiveness. Can you imagine? Forgiveness. Can you imagine? If you see him in the street, walking by her side, talking by her side, have pity. They are going through the unimaginable.
We could sure learn a lot about forgiveness from Eliza there. Well, now we're going to leave the USA and go over to Europe. There's a statue sitting by the ocean in Copenhagen, Denmark. And in the statue, there's a mermaid looking longingly out to sea. That statue is The Little Mermaid, made famous by Hans Christian Andersen in 1836. Now, we know the Disney version of The Little Mermaid, and but did you know that, that Ariel doesn't get the prince in the original version, like Disney said she would. In the original version, getting the prince wasn't even the main motivation for Ariel to want to become human. You see, mermaids live for about 300 years, and then they turn to sea foam and vanish forever. Humans, we don't live usually more than 90 years, but we have a chance for eternal life. And actually, it was the possibility of eternal life that motivated Ariel in her attempt to become human. And if you think about it, living forever and ever and ever with God is way better than living 300 years and then turning into sea foam. The great thing is, most of us here are already human. So we have a chance for eternal life through the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Maybe he's right. Maybe there is something wrong with me. I just don't understand how a world that makes such wonderful things could be so bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see I'm dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what do you call it? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, out of the sea. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand. Bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it, what's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? Out of the sea. Wish I could be part of that world.
Aria, listen to me. The human world, it's a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more could you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day. Out in the sun they slave away. While we devoting full time to floating under the sea. Down here all the fish is happy as up through the waves they roll. The fish on the land ain't happy, they sad 'cause they in the bowl.
The fish in the bowl is lucky, they
One day when the boss gets hungry,
Guess who's gonna be on that plate?
under the sea, under the sea. Nobody beat us, fry us and eat us in fricassee. We who the land folks love to cook, under the sea we off the hook. We've got no troubles, life is the bubbles under the sea. Under the sea. Since life is sweet here, we got the beat here naturally. Under the sea. Even the sturgeon and the ray, they get the urge to start to play. We got the spirit, you've got to hear it under the sea. The newt played a flute, the carp played the harp, the bass played a bass, and they sounded sharp. The bass played the brass, the chub played the tub, the fluke is the duke of soul. The ray he can play the links on the strings, the trout rockin' out, the blackfish she sings. The smelt and the sprat, they know where it's at, and oh, that blowfish blow! Under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea. When the sardine begin to begin its music to me. Under the sea. What have they got? A lot of sand. We've got a hot crustacean band. Each little clam here knows how to jam here under the sea. Each little slug here cut in the rug here under the sea. Each little sail here knows how to whale here. That's why it's hotter under the water. Yes, we're in luck here. Down in the muck here under the sea.
Well, that last song was a lively one. Our final musical tonight is Les Miserables. This was written by Victor Hugo in 1862. And it follows the story of a man, Jean Valjean, who was thrown into prison for stealing a loaf of bread for his starving sister and her starving child. When he gets out of prison, nobody will help him. Nobody wants him around. He's an ex-convict. And so he ends up breaking his parole and sort of proves in the eyes of the law he was always a bad one anyway. Les Miserables, it makes us think about how the strict application of law can work against the application of grace and mercy. The policeman, Javert, didn't even come to understand this till he almost died. And when he dies, he still can't give up the idea of the strict application of law. Jesus tells us we're all sinners. The only way we can be saved is by his grace. And those of us who receive his love and mercy ought to be able to turn around and show love and mercy to others. In this last story, it reminds us how easy it is to jump to conclusions about somebody in bad circumstances and how they got that way. In the last song of this musical, the whole Les Miserables family is calling for revolution. Jesus calls for revolution. He wants us to have a revolution of love.
At the end of the day, you're another day older. And that's all you can say for the life of the poor. It's a struggle, it's a war, and there's nothing that anyone's giving. When one day standing about, what is it for? When they let to be living. At the end of the day, you're another day colder. And the shirt on your back doesn't keep out the chill. And the righteous hurry past, they don't hear the little ones crying. And the winter is coming on fast, ready to kill. When you're near to dying. At the end of the day, it's another day dawning. And the sun in the morning is waiting to rise. Like the waves crash on the sand, like a storm that'll bring any second. There's a hunger in the land, there's a reckoning still to be reckoned, and there's gonna be hell to pay. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, you get nothing for nothing. Sitting flat on your bums as a buy and eat bread.
There are children back home, and the children have got to be fed.
And you're lucky to be in a job and in a bed. And counting our blessings.
Have you seen how the foreman is fuming today? With his terrible breath and his wandering hands.
It's because Fontaine won't give him his way.
Take a look at his face and you'll see where he stands.
At the end of the day, you're another day over.
With enough in your pocket to last for a week. Pay the landlord in the shop. Keep on grafting as long as you're able. Keep on grafting till you drop. Or it's back to the price on the table. Where you've got to pay your way. At the end of the day.
And what do we have here, little innocent sister? Come on, Fontaine, let's have on the news. Dear Fontaine, you must send us more money. Your child needs a doctor. There's no time to lose.
That.
What is this fighting all about? Will someone tear these two apart? This is a factory, not a circus. Now come on, ladies, settle down. I run a business of repute. I am the mayor of this town. I look to you to sort this out and be as patient as you can.
Now someone say how this began.
At the end of the day, she's the one who began it. There's a kid that she's hiding in some little town. There's a man she has to pay. If you guess how she picks up the extra, you can bet she's earning her keep running around. And the boss wouldn't like it.
Yes, it's true, there's a child, and the child's my daughter. And her father abandoned us, leaving us flat. Now she lives with an innkeeper man and his wife, and I pay for the child. What's the matter with that?
At the end of the day, she'll be nothing but trouble. And there's trouble for all, and there's trouble for one. But we're earning our daily bread. She's the one with her hands in the butter. You must send the slut away, or we're all gonna end in the gutter. And the dogs will have to pay. At the end of the day.
I might have known the target bite. I might have known the cat had claws. I might have guessed your little secret. Ah, yes, the virtuous Fontaine. You keep yourself so pure and clean. You be the cause, I had no doubt, of any trouble hereabout. You play a virgin in the light, but go out hunting every night.
She'll be laughing at you while she's having her men. She'll be nothing but trouble again and again. You must sack the girl today.
Right, my girl, on your way.
There was a time when men were kind, and their voices were soft, and their words inviting. There was a time when love was blind, and the world was a song, and the song was exciting. There was a time, but it all went
I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, when dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dream to shame. He slept a summer by my side and filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. But still I dream he'll come to me, and we will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now than what it seems. Now life has killed the dream I dreamed.
One day more, another day, another destiny, this never-ending road to Calvary. These men who seem to know my crime will surely come a second time, one day more.
Did not live until today. How can I live when we are parted?
One day more.
Tomorrow you'll be worlds away. And yet with you my world has started.
One more day all on my own.
Will we ever meet again?
One more day with him not caring.
I was born to be with you.
What a life I might have known.
And I swear I will be true.
But he never saw me there.
One more day before the storm.
Do I follow where she goes?
As the barricades of freedom.
Shall I join my brothers there?
When our ranks begin to form.
Do I stare? Do I dare?
Will you take your place with me?
Time is now the day.
revolution, we will nip it in the bud. I'll be ready for these schoolboys. They will wet themselves with blood.
Catch a Betsy fall. Never know your luck when there's a free-for-all. Here a little dip, there a little touch. Most of them are gone, so they won't miss much.
One day to a new beginning. Every man will be a king. There's a new world for the winning.
Do you hear the people sing?
My place is here. I fight with you.
Well, did you enjoy that? So I would just want to thank you for joining us for this program. We loved having you, and we hope you were blessed. Come back and see us sometime. We have a couple of services tomorrow, a traditional one at 9:30 and then a contemporary service at 11:40. And you're all invited if you can come. And otherwise, be blessed. Have a good night. God bless.
It's a really big dream. Don't you look into the camera and smile? I tried to come.